Holy cow, what on earth is going on? Who's making all that racket? Could that be the time machine?
Bonjour, comment allez-vous?
I'm sorry, I don't speak French. Can you speak English?
Oui, yes, I do that.
Well, that's good because quick, I need someone to help me find a very, very important person.
You should look at God with such passion.
What? Hold it. Wait a minute. Did you say look for God? Are you Brother Lawrence?
Oui, that is how I am known.
Ah, so you are the wounded war veteran turned royal valet turned world famous monk?
You seem surprised. Do I not look spiritual enough?
Well, actually, no. I expected, great big books, maybe a cool walking stick, fancy robe, special hat.
Oh, you were expecting Gandalf from the Lord of the Rings.
Well, I didn't expect, what is that you're doing? A dishwasher?
Oh, I see. You did not think that manual labor is a good doorway to the holy presence of God? Ah, mon ami, I find it to be the best place to rest in the presence of God.
Huh. Washing dishes, the best place to rest in the Then what about all the intellectual debates, the how to meet God manuals, and the ornate gold crucifixes? By the way, that crucifix over on your wall is rather simple for a world-class guy like you. You've got to take care of your brand these days.
My friend, books, they puzzle me. This one tells you to do this one tells you to do that. And cross. The cross that Jesus had was quite simple. He was on a very simple cross, and yet he hugs me to himself always.
Okay. Oh, by the way, are you aware that I'm here because, and I'm not kidding, millions and millions of people look to you for help?
Sacre bleu. Pardon my French, but God, they must turn always to God. There is only God. There's not a big surprise, no secret. There is just God and a little bit of attention on our part.
The spiritual life? Just a little attention? Well, anyone can do that. I can do that.
Yes, this is what I've been trying to tell everyone that has been looking for me. God. It is God. God is here now. He is in you now. He wants to spend time with you and for you.
Some people say you're like a broken record with this rest in the presence of God, be with God, 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 God.
My friend, do you have a friend back home?
Yeah, yes, but what kind of
Well,
question is
If you
that?
think of this friend in your mind, and you think about inviting them to your home, to your house,
Okay, I'm with you.
you hear the knock, knock, knock at the door, and you go and let them in. And then you spend several hours not talking to them with words of friendship or admiration or appreciation. And then you don't look at them, you look at the furniture or the walls or the ceiling in silence.
Okay, I think I see what you're getting at. To be honest, I live most of my life oblivious to God. I barely pray unless I have trouble.
Yes. It is not just you, that is what people do. They get frustrated because their mind wanders. Like mine just did.
Yes, exactly. My mind wanders a lot when I pray.
As does mine. And so I had to learn through the grace of God not to focus on the frustration, but to gently allow myself to rest in God.
Huh. So that is all there is? Being with God?
What more is there than to be in the presence of God?
You know, Brother Lawrence, I like you. So maybe I shouldn't bring this up, but there are people who say you are lazy, delusional, and selfish. Navel gazing, they call it.
Or because I say prayer is a simple awareness of the presence of God? That is all prayer is. Prayer is the trust of God while in the presence of God.
That's good. That's good. So how did you learn this? So when did you learn this simple way to pray?
Look out the window. What do you see?
I see trees, mostly.
So what do trees look like this time of year?
Oh, they're bare. Leaves have all fallen. They look kind of lonely to me.
It was a bitterly cold day, and I was a teenager, and I was looking at a bare tree. And then I realized that same tree will soon grow leaves and flowers and bear fruit.
Well, that's natural. What is surprising about that?
The tree, it was my life.
Your life?
Sometimes difficult times come and they seem to say, it's over. It can be no better. And yet the same situation can be turned to the better through the strength and love of God. We learn the best and most sometimes in times of distress. With the help of God, of course.
I know it's simple for you, but could you tell me again, how do you do this?
As often as I can, I give simple attention to the presence of God. I allow myself to enjoy the general fondness I have for God.
No kidding. Fondness for God. I've never heard it put that way.
I allow myself the pleasure of knowing that he treats me like his favorite.
Funny, I thought I was his favorite.
And you are!
So you obviously feel God is very close to you, don't you?
Yes, I do, yes. Sometimes I use my imagination and see myself as a rock. And God is a sculptor, and he uses his tools to form me, fashion me into what he wants.
That's a great way to see the spiritual life. But what if you're wrong and you have distorted God's intentions?
That's easy. God must fix the mess that I cannot repair.
Oh, I like that. I like that. Brother Lawrence, the time machine is about to send you back 400 years. Before you go, do you have anything else to leave with us?
Think of God as much as possible. No one will notice. And just a little bit of remembrance, adoration, it's a great place to start.
I think I'll remember bare trees about to bud. I'll remember the friend in our home waiting for us to speak, and being like a stone for God to carve and shape.
Well, my friend, it has been a privilege, but now I must return to opening the door to the presence of God, or, as other people say, washing the dishes.
You can find God anywhere, Lawrence.
Oh, yes, and so can you.
Goodbye, Brother Lawrence.
Au revoir, monsieur, au revoir.
With special thanks to Jerry Lacroix. We hope you've enjoyed this show.